Wife gets the clap and tries to blame me. It backfired horribly. I was 30 years old male when I met my soon-to-be ex-wife, 25 years old female, who I will call Taylor to keep our identities safe. We met at a call center where we both started working on the same day. She was 20 minutes late, lugging in what looked like her entire world, and instantly I knew I was going to marry her. She was gorgeous, sweet, round in all the right places. We shared so much in common: music, books, movies, even the games we loved. Our intimate life was fiery, passionate, full of exploration. I truly believed she was my forever. Fast forward 6 years, we were married, and we had a son together, Arthur. Having him brought us even closer. Professionally, though, we struggled. I kept working whatever jobs I could find, always chasing better opportunities to keep a roof over our heads, food in our bellies, clothes on our backs. Taylor did not work for the first 3 years of our marriage. We struggled badly. We were evicted from 2 homes. First because her sister, whom we trusted, spent the rent money 3 months in a row. The second eviction came after Taylor briefly found a job, just long enough for us to move out of my parents' home, and then quit without telling me, expecting I would simply pick up a third job. And I did. I worked freelance food delivery gigs with my father, working weeks without rest. Still, it was too late. We lost the second home. Talking to my brother, who was always better with money, he offered us a room at his apartment. His wife had just given birth and kept their newborn in their own room. I agreed. I got a job as a forklift driver at my brother's company and started making good money. Taylor found another job elsewhere. Within a month, her paycheck stopped, yet she kept pretending she was still working, leaving the house every day. Then the pandemic struck. Testing was scarce. Taylor claimed she thought she had the illness but could not get tested. We all isolated. Our company did not pay us for the missed time. We lost major income. Later, we discovered she had never been sick at all. She had been fired for not showing up to work. My brother had been clear. If either of us lost our jobs, we would be out. I had to tell her she needed to leave. Taylor was 5 months pregnant. I tried to convince her to stay with her parents temporarily so I could save enough to get us our own home before the baby arrived. It hurt her. I could see it, but she had put us in this situation. We had a financial arrangement. Half of the rent I paid to my brother went into an envelope to save for our future. After 9 months, I estimated I had saved over $6,500. I began searching for a mobile or modular home. Then came another betrayal. Her sister had secretly spent almost all the money buying expensive makeup products. She left me with barely $220. I was furious, ashamed, crushed, but I kept moving forward. Arthur was born, beautiful, perfect. I moved back into my parents' house, trying to reset again. Taylor and I tried to rebuild, but the cracks widened. One January, Taylor asked me to take her to the hospital for what she thought was a urinary tract infection or a yeast infection. She tested positive for chlamydia. I came home after a 12-hour shift the next day, only to be screamed at by Taylor and my mother. They accused me of cheating. They accused me of destroying our family. I will be absolutely clear. I have never cheated. Not once. Not ever. Perfect. No. I could be blunt sometimes. I struggled with patience sometimes, but I never disrespected her. I never crossed the line. Taylor insisted we both get tested. I agreed immediately. I knew I was innocent. At the clinic, she requested a separate, female doctor. She sobbed uncontrollably, breaking out in hives. The doctor and nurse treated me with thinly veiled disdain. But then the results came back. I was negative. She was positive. Suddenly everything made sense. The times she refused intimacy, claiming postpartum issues, the expensive makeup she bought but never wore around me, the nights she spent out, the coldness, the lies. At first, she claimed the test must be wrong. She refused to get a printed copy. She screamed at me over the phone during my lunch break, saying she was positive, asking if I was finally happy. I saw the truth. I demanded more tests, prescriptions for both of us to clear the infection. I needed to protect myself. At this point, she knew the game was over. I told her she had 1 day to move into her parents' house. Arthur would stay with me 3 days a week. Still, she refused to admit the truth. At an appointment with her obstetrician, she begged for an explanation as to how this could happen in a monogamous marriage. The pity in the eyes of the staff, it destroyed me. We tried couples therapy. She kept cancelling the sessions. Eventually, I set a timeline, 6 months. If she could not be honest, we would be done. I started confiding in a friend, the mother of my late best friend's children. She helped me stay sane, gave me a woman's perspective. Taylor found the messages, blew up on me, accused me of cheating. That night I gave her one final chance. She finally claimed that when she had moved out, a friend assaulted her. I want to be clear. I believe survivors. I do not shame or doubt them, but the timeline did not add up. Arthur was born healthy. She had tested clean during all the pregnancy screenings. No sexually transmitted infections, no complications. She lied to me again. Months later, she confessed. She said she used me. She knew I would commit. She knew I would give her a child. That was all she had wanted. Once she got that, she intended to do whatever she pleased. Hearing that broke something inside me forever. Now Arthur is my everything. I work 14-hour days. I provide for him. I am finally out of debt. I am building a future for him. For a time, I wanted revenge. I downloaded dating apps. I started conversations. But it felt wrong. One woman stood out. I will call her Amethyst. She was kind, hardworking. She juggled 3 jobs while putting herself through school. She had been through her own painful divorce. We connected deeply. I ghosted her at first. I was scared. 6 months later, I reached out again. She forgave me. She understood. We have been dating for 7 months now. Arthur loves her. My life is not what I thought it would be. But somehow, through all the wreckage, I found something better. Taylor, if you see this, I hope you understand the pieces of me that you destroyed. The parts of me that I will never get back. The man in the mirror I had to bury just to survive you. And somehow, I am still standing.